Alright, now in the last video we spoke about why is it important to do a competition analysis. A follow-up question to that is, what's the one great way, one really emphatically and amazingly great and simplified easy way of doing this competition analysis. Now here is how I approach things. The very first thing that you do is, when you look at competition, there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of information on social media. If a competition is really big and if they're worth the competition, they're very active on social media. They will be very active on their website with a lot of information on the website. They would have brochures, they would have videos and everything rolling all over the place. Now, what happens in usually these situations is that you get lost in all that information. So the way to approach it is start looking at the words. Start looking at the words that they have used from the perspective of what do these words mean emotionally. Start taking out all the human emotion driving words. So you say, for example, if they have driving innovations for tomorrow. So the word that there you can capture is innovations for tomorrow. So you would say innovations under one bracket. At some other place, let's say if they have used something like inventions, invented a new product, please come and experience our new inventions. Innovation, invention, a new way of doing things. If they've highlighted similar words, start looking at these words and start bracketing them under groups. There could be another set of words like process enhancement words, words around faster way of doing things or more efficient process management, or application that support faster process management. These words can all go into the second bracket. Similarly, there could be words reaching out to a new market altogether, a new business area, a new emerging market, a new customer segment that they are talking about. Start putting those words into the third bracket. Similarly, once you have these different brackets of words there, start counting the number of times that you keep getting these words. That would give you a reasonable idea of the frequency with which that they're using, proposing those set of propositions with similar set of words. Once you do that, you will start seeing a clear difference in the frequency with which these words are being used. And it's quite likely that the one or two of these categories will stand out, compared to the others out there. And that would give you a clear perspective of what is it that your competition is trying to focus more on. Once you have that, then the whole life of competition analysis becomes much easier, because then you start looking at the propositions and okay, if it's innovation that they're targeting, then it's innovation that has gained maximum frequency you would know that their primary propositions, the primary offerings are around innovation and the ways to do innovation, or a new invention that they are bringing to the market. Once you get that, then you can also go back to the history of that organization. You would clearly see that there has to be something in the identity of that company which is driving that innovation. Probably it's being set up by people who are scientists in Harvard University or from MIT. That would explain why they're more focused on innovation. Similarly, if there's another organization that is completely driven by process improvements and efficiency, you would clearly see that if you go back to the history, if you look at the identity, they're probably grown out of outsourcing. They're probably grown out of taking out all the process-oriented work that is done by hardcore innovation organizations and being outsourced. So you would know what their strengths are. Now this becomes a great way of understanding your competition well. And once you have that understanding, once you get that clarity, it becomes very easy to then bracket all the propositions, bracket all the strengths and weaknesses, and do your an analysis. You can run a pestle analysis by looking at if they are hitting a new geography, what would they target on. You can predict what could be the next offering that they would bring to the market. What you could almost make a very close prediction of the sales pitch. I think this is one strategy that has helped me all through my career in analyzing and understanding competition, and it should help you too. Now, until big data comes up with a tool which automates all this analysis for you, I'm sure the algorithm will have to be similar to what the process that I followed for all these years. Until that comes by, I think, and it's a human intelligence that will have to drive the competition analysis, and that's why it is very important to understand the competition in a very human way. I hope I have answered the question around competition analysis and what's the one great way of doing it. If you have any more questions, please do write to me or leave a comment downstairs. Don't forget to subscribe to my channels. I will answer some of your questions during my subsequent videos. Thank you.